Yo, what's up, Kleschka Crew? Welcome back to another quarantine interview. Today, we are interviewing somebody that was highly requested. Actually, two people, Benny and Lumpy. That's right, we're going to get right into this quarantine interview. But before we do, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate that. Now, let's go interview them. All right, everybody, I got Benny with me. Benny, how you doing?
Doing good. Spidey, how you, man?
I am doing well, and Lumpy was also supposed to join us, but he actually got in trouble not too long.
Yeah, he did. He's eating in the background, so it wouldn't shock me if he sneaks in here, but
Okay.
He's supposed to be grounded.
Got your quarantine interview questions right here. I already asked you one. It was, how are you feeling? We answered that. And how are you dealing with quarantine?
You know, for me, Spidey, when they told us we had to stay locked down, it wasn't much of a change for me at the time because, you know, I work from home.
Yeah.
So I'm home all the time anyway. So that wasn't the big adjustment. Two things, though, was all of a sudden I had to become a teacher for my son.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Obviously, he couldn't go to school anymore. So his work was being passed to me, and I'm trying to learn kindergarten stuff. I mean, you don't think about that because, you know, but when I saw it, I was like, geez, I don't even know if I could do this. But so learning to become a teacher for a 6-year-old, and then, you know, around this time, baseball would be happening. So of course, normally I'd be going to games as you would, and traveling, going to different stadiums and such. So those have probably been the two biggest changes right there. Is just having to become Lumpy's teacher, and then, you know, there's no baseball, which is what I love to do. But
it's a bummer. But the hat you got on a Laker hat right now.
Yes.
That is coming back. Are you excited for playoffs?
Oh man, I am excited for any kind of live sporting to come on, Spidey. I was watching MMA one weekend, and I tell you, even though it was quiet, I was totally into it. Just seeing something that wasn't a replay. But as far as basketball is concerned, see, here he comes. You're supposed to be grounded, my man. So just say hi real quick. Okay. Remember, you're grounded. Okay. We'll finish your food.
All right. Before we move on to the next question, I actually have something I want to show you right here. Check this out. You ready?
Yeah.
You see this?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly where that is. Oh, yeah, man. I'll never forget that, Spidey.
I figured I would make that just for this meeting. I'm going to move myself over right here.
That brings back so many wonderful memories, Spidey. Wow.
There we go.
I don't know if you know, but the reason I don't have a hat in this video is because one of the fans we played with asked me for my Dodger hat, man, and because it had been raining, my hat was already soaked. So I was like, all right, well, whatever, here, take it. Then realizing, wait, I don't have a hat, man, and I'm going to Fenway tomorrow.
Didn't you end up buying a Dodger hat at Fenway Park?
Yeah, so across from Fenway is some kind of Boston team store. There wasn't a fans like, you know, the hat store anywhere within driving distance. So I just walked in and I was like, man, I'm going to have to buy a Red Sox hat if they don't have a Dodger hat, you know.
Yeah.
And, luckily, the guy was like, dude, you're in luck, man. You're not going to believe this. Someone misshipped us this UCLA Bruin Dodger color blue hat. He's like, the only thing is it's $50, and it didn't fit me because it was a fitted hat. But at that point, I was like, you know what? It's meant to be. Give me that hat, man. I'll take it. So.
And that seems to me like it became one of your favorite hats. You wear that one quite often.
I do. I would wear it more often, but it's just so smelly now because I've sweated in it so many times. I save all my hats, Spidey. I got a closet full of almost every Dodger hat I've owned, and all of them are retired just because, you know, under the brim they get so sweaty and smelly. I did. Okay, it's time to change it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, here, I have to turn this off to show it.
Thank you for showing me that, though, man. I hadn't seen that in a while. That was
no problem. I got a right here. There's 5 right there.
Okay, yeah.
But oh my God, this is so crooked. Okay, back there's like 70 hats just back there.
I believe it, man. I believe it, man. You probably got hats from other teams too, man. And I know I got a couple as well. So
early on, I wanted to collect every hat, but then I started having dislikes towards some teams, like the Astros, the Rangers. I just didn't want to buy their hats. So it kind of stopped.
I understand. Yeah. I don't own. I mean, I do own something Astros related, but I wish I didn't. But it is what it is, you know. I mean,
what do you have that's Astros related?
When you and I went last season to that wonderful combined no-hitter game against the Mariners, right?
One more out. One more out. Full count. Come on. Let it. Oh.
Every time I go to a stadium, I pick up one of those like home team decorated baseballs for Lumpy.
Oh, so do I.
It used to be bats, but then they stopped allowing those on planes. So it had to be baseball. So I ended up getting him one of those Houston balls.
In that case, I also have one, but at least it's not something we're gonna wear. Benny, you are the king of French fries, so your opinion matters strongly on this. What do you say are the top 3 best French fries out there?
Without a doubt, Spidey, the best fry nationally is McDonald's. They make the best fries. They're salty, they're crunchy, they're soft in the middle. I've been eating them as long as I could live for. So McDonald's is definitely number 1. Number 2, though. Hold on, Papa. Number 2 is a local Southern California type of burger joint called Tam's. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but
I have not.
They put that I think it's like not a Lowry's type of sprinkle, like a salt on it, and they cook them crunchy. It's so soft in the middle, Spidey. Oh, man.
Is it like a seasoning?
It's like a salty seasoning of some sort. It looks orange.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but oh man, I could eat those every day of my life. I probably do. And the third fry is a fry that I don't get to eat too often because there's not too many of them out here, but I actually love Del Taco crispy fries. Yeah.
Thank you. I literally just had Del Taco right before this.
Did you? Yes. Yeah,
and
man.
You know why I went there? Specifically for their fries.
Exactly. They're good, man. If you get the chili cheese fries, they're bomb.
Dude,
they're so good.
I get them, and I get their queso blanco, and I just dip that in, and it's so good.
And I'm getting hungry all over again.
I'm happy the king of French fries agrees with me on that because
Del Taco, man.
I had other softball members. Hello, Benny. I had other softball members that told me they're terrible, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. I hope they're not people I've picked on my team. I'm sure I have at one point.
This question was supposed to be set for him, but I feel like you can also answer it.
Okay.
So, Lumpy is very young in his life, and he's already played multiple sports. He's played baseball, basketball, and now golf, which you guys have been doing on your channel. Mm-hmm. Which one do you think he enjoys the most?
Honestly, did you say basketball?
I did.
I honestly felt like when he was playing basketball, he had the most fun playing basketball.
All right.
He would constantly ask me to take him out to play basketball, but I don't play. I didn't even own a basketball, so I had to go buy one. We went to a local park to shoot hoops a couple times. Mm-hmm. But I'd say basketball the most, man. He loves baseball. He loves golf. But basketball, I could see like a pure enjoyment with him. Probably because, it's nonstop. It's like shoot, get the ball, shoot, get the ball. Where in baseball, it's like, okay, I got to wait to hit. Mm. He loves fielding, but no one likes to sit there and wait every pitch for the ball to come to him and all that. So I think it's just more that basketball was more nonstop action for him. So I think he did enjoy that. Let's ask him. He's here. Benny, I got a quick question. Come here. Out of all the sports that you've been playing, basketball, baseball, golf, you even played football, which one was your favorite?
I wouldn't think basketball.
Yeah. See,
there you go.
Just like I said, it's nonstop action, which is another reason why he likes Fortnite better than the show. It's just, it's the young minds that need constant stimulation. So
now you've been there coaching with him pretty much the whole way. Yeah. And which one would you say he's most skilled at?
Yeah, definitely baseball.
Baseball?
Baseball and golf a little bit. But I myself, Spidey, I hit softballs far, but I was not like an amazing baseball player. Yeah. My dad was.
Awesome.
He played high school ball, and he actually played with Darryl Strawberry and John Elway back in high school.
Yeah.
Had his chances, but missed out. But I really felt that like that kind of leaked into my son because to me he's got a beautiful swing, and I didn't show him that. It's not like I was okay, do this and do it that way. That all just came naturally. It's more just me teaching him how to settle his mind down, get balance going, and all that. But I felt like he excelled at baseball.
Now,
I let him hit in the house, so.
Yeah, I've seen that with the cage.
Let him swing it in here, so.
Now, who'd you say your dad played with? I heard Darryl Strawberry and who else?
And John Elway, yeah.
John Elway.
John Elway was actually a great ball player
Wow.
And he's just a great all-around athlete, apparently. And
No.
we got old newspaper clippings of my dad in high school throwing no-hitters and all that junk.
That's
but
sick.
yeah, it was. It didn't pass over to me though. I think it skipped a generation and went to my son though. So.
I'm trying to remember. My brain is not getting this right away. But is he swinging right-handed in golf?
Yes, that was not by accident either. I only had a kid's set of golf clubs that were right-handed.
Oh, okay.
I had bought those a while ago for my niece, the Icebox.
Yeah.
She had no interest in golf, so they were sitting in my parents' garage for the longest time. You know, when we started playing, I was like, well, I got these clubs, Benny, so you're going to have to learn to swing right-handed.
Yeah.
And inside, I was kind of like, you know what, I wanted it that way too because I didn't want to do any kind of damage to his swing left-handed, even if that's possible. But,
losing some teeth?
Yeah, he's losing some teeth, getting some gaps in his teeth.
Nice.
Starting to look like Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
This one is for both of you. Who is your favorite player right now?
Right now, my favorite baseball player is, it's got to be Juan Soto. My last memories of baseball were the World Series, you know, and that at bat against Verlander was just legendary. You know, where he takes some yards. So Juan Soto is an exciting player. I love him for the Dodgers.
Because
Walker Buehler. I love Walker
He hit
Buehler.
a massive home run.
He does, my man. A lot of people don't forget that World Series Game 3 against the Red Sox, Buehler was the starter. And man, he was – I remember him warming up before the game because we were there. And you hear him grunting and then throwing he was just ready to come out, man. It was electric. So Walker Buehler, Cody Bellinger, of course, all the hitters. But, you know, someone that really stands out to me is Buehler.
I know who's your favorite player for the Angels.
Who is it? Let me hear it.
Mike Trout.
Yes, sir. Mike Trout. You guys have met actually quite a good number of baseball players, and they're not just like scrubs. They're like Cody Bellinger, Kershaw. Those are just the ones off the top of my head. What's it like meeting those athletes?
Before I meet them, I tell myself, they're just like me, except they can crush a ball 400 feet, or they could pitch the ball, blah, blah, blah. But when you get in front of them, man, they're like their presence. Like Bellinger is tall. Kershaw is tall. I remember meeting Puig, and man, that dude is stacked. I can't imagine what it'd be like to meet Aaron Judge. Because I remember watching him in the home run derby, and from a distance, he's obviously way taller than everyone else. But in the presence, I don't know. I get starstruck sometimes. So remember when we went to Dodger Stadium and all those players were giving you autographs? Who was your favorite?
Cody.
Okay, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
He signed a ball for him. I got it up in the closet. He signed
That's
his
awesome.
hat, man. Yeah, it was really cool, man.
I'm wondering if this answer will be different. If you could invite only one major leaguer to play softball with us, who would that major leaguer be?
Living or past or?
We'll do all time. One all time and one right now.
All time, I know this is probably a rare one, but I would love to have seen Roberto Clemente play.
Okay.
My dad talks about him a lot. That was his favorite player. Living, man, that's a tough one. I would love to see someone that can crush. So I'm thinking off the top of my head, I'd love to see Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Dude. What's up?
Yeah, real quick.
I know you have Pete Alonso and Trevor Story.
I was just going to say, I'd love to see Pete Alonso.
You are also very skilled in music. What has your musical journey been like?
Well, it was one that started because I started playing music because I stopped watching baseball, Spidey.
Oh, wow.
The 94 strike hit me right when I was becoming a teenager. The world around me was starting to become more real to me. So I was really pushed aside by what happened in the 94 strike. So I stopped watching baseball for a long time, and that meant I stopped playing sports too, because I transitioned into music. I'd always played guitar since I was like 8, but I started playing in bands and really playing music, really taking it serious. 13, I went to music school. I was going to actually be a full-time musician at one point.
Oh, wow.
And then realized how much work and dedication it was, and then I realized that I did not want to play the guitar to work, if that makes sense. I did not want to, I wanted it to be my life, but I didn't want it to be work.
You wanted it like a passion, a hobby.
Yeah. And honestly, kind of going to music school kind of killed that in a sense, because it kind of exposed all the magic. It was like, oh, that's how they do it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not that amazing now,
Yeah.
I love the guitar. I'll always play it. I love music. It's been a huge part of my life.
Gotta say, it all worked out. You're very good.
Well, hey, thanks,
Yeah.
buddy. I appreciate that, man. If I could play how I was practicing when I was in music school, I'd be very happy. I can't get close to that anymore because when you're going to music school, you're playing all the time. I was practicing 5 hours a day,
Yeah.
five to 7 days out of the week. It was a grind, but yeah. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And then next one. This one's going to hit a little hard. How much did you miss softball?
you know, we've played so
Spidey, guess
many
what?
games, Spidey. That
Yeah.
I go Wade Boggs,
you got
Nice.
Wade Boggs.
the diamond.
I started to, I don't want to say take advantage, but take it for granted, you know.
Yeah.
And now that it has been taken away from us,
Hmm.
I really appreciate not necessarily playing softball, but the group of friends that we have, just getting together and having a community of people that get together and play softball all the time, going out and hanging out with you guys. It sucks, man. I mean,
Yeah. We all just love hanging around each other. And just it's that time we all get to come together, like you said.
Absolutely. I'd even go so far as to say, Spidey, I miss the smell of the grass. I miss the crack of the ball being hit off the bat.
Yeah.
I miss the sound of the ball hitting the glove with the leather. Just,
Dude.
you know, the pregame. The pregame is what I miss. We haven't seen each other, and we're like, hey, what's up? We're playing catch. We're
Yeah.
taking infield practice. You know, it's
Hmm.
the softball games are awesome, but it's those moments behind the scenes and before the games that,
Yeah.
you know, I miss the most. Yeah.
You have won many championships among all the sports we've played. Is there one specifically that stands out to you?
The World Series 7 games. Bobby and I mean, we're still competitive, but
Yeah.
I remember those first 2 seasons, we were really competitive. Like,
Uh-huh.
there were games in those World Series when I went and talked to him in between innings because we were just like, I didn't want to say, I just was like, I'm in game mode. Don't bother
Yeah,
me right
that
now.
was
you
your
know?
opponent. That was your
That
enemy.
was he was my enemy at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So he took a 3-2 lead, or no, it was a 2-2 tie, I think, in Game 5. I remember
Yeah.
it was a pivotal one. I just remember Captain America. I just remember in left field he made the play of the game. He robbed. I think it was you. Yeah. He robbed you. I'm sorry to bring that up.
Speaking
But
of being competitive, when he caught that, I didn't want to talk to him at all. I was so heated. That World Series, all I wanted to do was hit home runs. I was
Yeah.
like, I want to go big time. And when he did that, oh my God.
That was my moment right there. I knew I was going to win.
What do you miss the most about your Dodgers?
Being at the stadium is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, the batting practice, I really miss going out there and just trying to catch a ball. Even if I don't catch one, once one is hit in my general direction, my heart just starts, oh, yeah. The fact that I might not be able to see Mookie Betts play a single game is kind of
kind of rough.
that's kind of tough to swallow.
I don't know if it's the whole stadium, but I will say for sure the area where you sit, that gets so intense. The left
Definitely.
field pavilion is a whole nother monster.
The left field pavilion in past years has gotten a very bad rap, and rightfully so. I mean, 'cause there's some jokers and crazies out there. If you want to have a good time and you guys don't mind a little craziness happening to you, I'm not talking violence. People don't get violent there, and there's a lot of security, so
They just get crazy for the sport they love
absolutely
and their team.
Absolutely, it's a positive way to let out whatever type of aggressive feelings they have.
One last thing, one thing you want to say to Corona.
F you, man.
All right, that is it, Benny. Thank you for doing this, and
pleasure.
I'm going to send you guys to the outro. Welcome to the outro. If you made it to the end of this video, then comment down below who you want me to interview next. Like the video, subscribe, telling your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, your pets, your friends, everybody you know. I got this, and I will see you next time.